How much did nights like Saturday make you realize how special it was to come back for that 6-year Nebraska?
Yeah, it was a special night. I mean, that the atmosphere was amazing, no doubt about it. But I'm very glad I came back. Couldn't be happier about it. Couldn't be happier about this team, where we're at. We have obviously got a lot to improve, but that's the reason I came back, is because I believed in this team, what we could do this year. So, yeah.
You played well, obviously. Kai played well. What have you seen out of Makai and just his growth and how you two have kind of grown together?
Yeah, I mean, Makai's obviously taken a big jump this year. I think us just feeding off each other's confidence has kind of helped us out. We're just very confident in ourselves and in each other and in this defense, and that when you're confident and you trust each other, it allows you to play fast and play hard and just go out there and make plays when the opportunity comes.
Obviously, he might have to sit the first half because of the targeting. What about Steph and Shavers, other guys?
Yeah, they're competing this week and to see who's going to fill that role. And obviously, we got a lot of guys in the room that can play, and so we'll see who takes that spot for the half and see where it takes us.
You and I will run the ball at you guys. They got a 230-pound back. How much is the front seven guys looking forward to this kind of challenge versus kind of a dink and dunk spread offense that you've had to face the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's big time. I think we need it going into Big Ten play. It's a good test for us. They got good backs. They got good O-line. They're very smart and they're detailed in what they do. I mean, they run the ball hard. So we're looking forward to the challenge this week.
You guys obviously had a lot of praise for your performances of defense. Today we just talked to Tony. He said it's Tuesday. They're the worst defense in the country.
Right.
Just how is he keeping you guys humble and focused, whether it's the highs or the lows? Yeah,
I think anytime you play a good good game, you can't get too high on yourselves. And you still have to stay level-headed. I mean, it's last week. That's in the past. We're on to this week. It's a new team. Anything can happen this week, so we have to have the right mindset going in every week, no matter who the opponent is. So you can never get too high on yourselves, because as soon as that happens, then you take a dip. So we don't want that. We want to keep rising and keep improving every week.
What does Tony do that's unique that keeps you guys at that level and, takes you down a notch when, coming off a game like this or
Yeah, I think just reminding us that last week was last week. That's the biggest thing. That we haven't done anything this week. Obviously tells us what we did good, but we have the stuff we have to work on is the main focus. So the stuff that can beat us is the stuff we got to focus on. And just looking at the challenge for this week, it's a lot different than it was last week in terms of scheme. So
You've been around Ty Robinson a long time. Tony was talking about just the joy he's playing with, too, in addition to playing really well. How much fun have you had watching him, take off as he had these first 2 games?
yeah, I mean, he's played great. I mean, when you have that type of pass rush and that type of guy up front, it makes my job a lot easier. Coverage-wise, run-wise, just makes my job a lot easier. And just seeing the joy he's playing with out there and that he's having, it's great to see, and we feed off that energy. Everybody on the defense feeds off the energy.
So such a Corey Barney pop a few, and maybe would have had more of that for the penalties. What's he like to go against as a defender, just with what he can do?
Yeah, obviously he's just very explosive. He's very fast. He loves to play the game. He's smart. I mean, he still has freshman mistakes every now and then. That happens to everybody, but he loves playing the game of football, and just his explosiveness kind of keeps you on your toes, and it's good to see for if we're going against receivers that are just as fast or faster than him. So, I mean, he gives a great look for us, and he's an amazing player, and I can't wait to see what he does the rest of the year. Cool. Thanks, guys.